You know, Boise likes to think of itself as a pretty bike-friendly town, but one of the most common corridors used by those who want to get from a popular spot in the foothills to the Greenbelt is without a bike lane. Ada County Highway District's 8th Street Improvement Project is looking to connect North Enders to Franklin and to State Street. Currently, bicyclists are having to share the road with cars. And it's been in the works for a while, but the plan to create a safer option for cyclists is looking for another push start. Tristan Lewis joins us with more on this conversation. And Tristan, what exactly would it do for those riding a bike in that area?
Well, Brian, if this project was approved, it would build 2 protected bike lanes on both sides of the roads, coming in both directions. And after the ACHD Board of Commissioners voted to defer a decision twice, people in favor of this project would just like to see it finally move forward. Clancy Anderson has been living and riding his bike in the Boise North End since 1998.
I ride bikes. I ride bikes for transportation and I ride bikes for recreation.
Working off of 6th and Main in downtown Boise, he says in the last 5 years, he's rode his bike every day besides one time.
I'm a pretty confident bicycle rider, and so I have different routes I take, but generally I don't take busy routes.
While Anderson feels confident in his biking abilities, he knows many others who don't.
And somebody said, I'd just rather ride the sidewalk. And I go, well, that's actually what this project's trying to help, is provide a safe connection to downtown. So you don't have to ride on your sidewalk or against traffic like that guy.
He's talking about Ada County Highway District's 8th Street Improvement Project.
Really what that's looking at is providing a connection between residents of the North End and people going in the foothills all the way down to the river in the Boise Greenbelt.
Planning Supervisor Tom Law says the project is a joint effort between ACHD, City of Boise, and Capital City Development Corporation. Currently, the project is undergoing a concept study.
What that entails is for these projects that have really quite a few different alternatives or really require quite a bit of public engagement to understand what are the pros and cons of different alternatives.
The recommended concept is Concept A, which ACHD has modified a few times. It would create 2 protected bike lanes on 8th. But the street would also lose 45 parking spots and one of the 2 car lanes.
Some of the most scary streets are the multi-lanes in the same direction. And so anytime you have just one lane going in the direction, you just feel more comfortable.
While ACHD did a survey early on and most of the respondents were in favor of Concept A, there has been opposition.
Whatever we're proposing, whether it's leaving 8th Street as is, or some of these potential treatments like Concept A, as you mentioned, that we're doing it to make it as safe as possible for all users.
And law tells me at May 25th's public hearing, the ACHD Board of Commissioners received a ton of feedback. So much so that the ACHD Board of Commissioners voted to defer a decision back to the ACHD staff to make some modifications to the proposal. Law says that a new meeting will now be held on June 22nd, where they will discuss this proposal again with some new recommendations. Brian?
Yeah, it seems like there's still a lot left to discuss with this project, and anything that they decide on obviously is going to take a little bit of time before, well, we start to see what the fruition is with that. All right, thank you very much, Tristan.